What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. All right, so today we are going to see if this Nanomat by Red Sea fits in the Cube 20, and we're gonna go over a few quick tank updates. All right, so as you can see back there, the filter roller or filter fleece is already in the tank with modifications. So if you really want one of these in your Cube 20, you're gonna have to do a little work. And I guess if it's worth it for you after you see this, if you still want to get it, it's up to you for the Cube 20. So this is all the little things I made to see if it fits. So what I did was, first things first, I made just a square, same size as the one that comes with the Cube, and just kind of made these a little bit wider. So the grooves on this part, this black piece comes off, and then the filter sits inside of it. So on the black part right here, it has like two, kind of like little ridges that come out to the side that so they sit in the tank for the Red Sea specific tanks. But the Cube 20s are a little bit wider, that chamber. So what you have to do is make these a little bit wider to come in. So I put that in, and I seen, okay, that's good, but it was blocking the flow that comes inside where the water's supposed to be. So that'll mess up the sensor, because the sensor there's two sensors for the water level, and right above it is one, and when it reaches that, it's supposed to like roll. So this didn't work. And after that, I tried a thicker one, maybe to raise it. It didn't occur to me about the front yet. So then, I'm not good at 3D modeling. This is like super basic things you can make designing on 3D modeling. So what I did was I came up with just side braces. And what I came out with was two side braces. I don't know if you want to call it a brace. It's more like something to raise it up. And these sit perfectly on both sides. So depending on how high your water level is, how you like it, so the height of this it could all like depend on your water level. So that's what we were dealing with. Let's just go and take a closer look. So the Nanomat itself is really nice, and it's really easy to change out. So all it is this. Oh, this part slides off. And then all you do is just roll this up a little bit. Oop, it's not holding it right now. So that's it. You just take this, roll it over, and roll it to this top one right here. And that's it. It's very simple to replace. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. They're right here. And so it has to for sure get raised up, because if they're not in there, this thing will sink to the bottom, and it'll be way over the sensor. So first things first, you need to figure out a way to raise it. So find some kind of like, if you have 3D printer, that's one way, or just find something to raise it. But it was working good for a day, and then it started giving the error reading. So I don't know, I'm still messing with the sensor part of it, and hopefully it works. And if it doesn't, I might just go back to just a good old filter cup. But I know there are a ton of nanomats, not nanomats, like fleece rollers for these tanks, for actually innovative marine, and they actually fit in these tanks perfectly well. Some have just a hand roller, you gotta roll it yourself. And I know I've seen some with a little motor. So those are more okay, I get it, put it in, it's gonna work for sure. No modifications. This thing looks nice. It's really sleek looking. It looks good on the tank, but the amount of modifications you have to do, not everyone has a 3D printer, and what are you gonna find to raise it up? I mean, if you guys have any better ideas, let me know. I really want to keep this in here. I'm gonna give it another day or two, and if I don't get any more errors on it, so when the error comes, it just starts blinking. And then I guessed the first day I put it in, the water raised up. I guess I didn't have enough water at the water level, and it didn't roll. And then the ATO kicked on because it was tripping the sensor. So, and then I raised the water, and then I went to work. This and that, came back, looked fine. And then all of a sudden the error came on, and then I added more water, and it's been a nightmare. I really thought it was just gonna be boom, raise it up, we're good to go. But this is not the case. I'll do an update. I'll let you guys know if I really figured it out. But if you guys have a better solution, please let me know, because like I said, I do want to keep this in the tank because I already bought it. All right guys, tank update. Let's go start with the big one first. So Oceangaurd, did an ICP test. I was low on fluorine and molybdenum. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Can never get that one right. But after I fixed those, colors on certain corals came back out even darker, especially that one came like really dark. And some of the green SPS, they look really dark green. But overall, health of this tank is good. I did lose one SPS. It was right here, it was very small. One morning it came, it was like completely white. So when that happens, I don't know, it just hurts my feelings. It's like you put so much effort into this, and when you see something die, like, oh man. Yeah. Oh, and then I did something dumb. This big piece here, I moved it. Okay, you can see some pieces are dead right there. I moved it over here, thinking like, I didn't see like much polyp extension and the color was fading. And I moved it there, something happened there, and then I just literally just seen it while I was doing this video and moved it back. I don't know why I moved it back, because it was doing better here already, because it was like, see the colors coming back on this side? Slowly, it's coming. I just didn't see enough polyps. And everything else has polyps, and this one didn't. I don't know why I moved it. It was alive, everything, the color was coming back. I do not know why I did that, and this upsets me very much. Golly. But things like that happen, and you will get over it. I will. Just don't lose faith. Just because one coral died, you'll be all right. Pretty sure everyone loses corals. If they didn't, they're probably lying to you. Oh, no, and that one. That one was not it's not my fault. That one was over there, and it got covered in the pulsing xenia, which technically it is my fault, because I let it get in this tank, or I put it in this tank. So that one. And then the clam, I don't know if I showed you guys the clam in the last video, but this thing, yeah, I got a clam, and it's alive. It's been alive for about 2 weeks. That's pretty cool, yeah. Finally, a Cube 20 update. So tank cycled, and it felt like forever. I found out the reason why it took forever is because the thermos on the heater was off. The little external thermos I had was off, and it was 76, and in my head I'm thinking it's 80, because I put the heater on 80, and I had that little cheap little crappy thermos that was off too, so that's why it took forever. Yeah, 76 degrees, I mean, it'll cycle, I guess it did, but I found that out after the fact, after it cycled, so that's that. Clownfish from the sump is in the tank. He's the first inhabitant, and I did get 3 turbo snails. I'm kind of scared of those turbo snails because they are ginormous, and I feel like if one of those dies, it could be fatal to this tank because it's so small. So I might just move those to the big tank and find some good clean up cruise from that tank and bring it in here. Probably should do that sooner than later. As far as lighting, I kinda got one, kinda like created off the schedule I have for the Radions, kind of mimicked it to this one. So let's see how that goes. I'm gonna adjust it as time goes on. I did put a acro in this tank. Let me show you guys. So this one I found on the sand bed in the Oceangaurd. That's why the tip is dead. But it's been in here for 5 days and it's still keeping its color. Polyp extension, nothing crazy, but honestly, I don't know if I even seen like crazy polyp extension when it was in the big tank, so it's alive. So that's a good sign. Other than that, this tank is fairly new and fairly simple right now. I'm not gonna go crazy with the coral. I'm just gonna keep an eye on that one, see what happens. If I see good results from it, then I'll add some more slowly from the big tank. Maybe frag some of those bigger pieces. Maybe even frag that one, that purple one, some of it died, so that's that. Sea Chase Shark Skimmer, doing amazing. Look at that. Good, gunky, perfect. This thing, again, I don't know. I really don't want a headache dealing with this, so I adjusted the water level before this video, so if tomorrow, even tomorrow, if something happens, then I'm just gonna take it out and just put the filter cup back in this. Par, as of right now, I got this thing at like 45%, and I'm getting around 250 up here. So it's pretty good, 45%. Think of it 100%. Just roast everything in here. So definitely a powerful light. Overkill, but hey, we're just trying out a new light. In all honesty, I do not recommend this for a Cube 20 because it's just too much work. There's too much modifications, I should say. And if that does work, then okay, it's fine. But not everyone, like I said, not everyone has a 3D printer. What are you gonna find that's gonna raise it to the level? And just, I guess there's other options online that you could find a fleece roller for a nano tank. I actually had that manual one. I didn't like that one either because you still gotta like manually do it, check on it. I think the best way to do, which I probably end up going back to, is the filter cup with the filter floss, and that stuff works just as good and is super cheap to maintain. All right guys, that is it for the video. Hopefully you found this useful, and if you're thinking about getting a Nanomat, maybe rethink your decision on that. And I will catch you guys on the next round.